Hi, Laura Banker here. I am the marketing director at Banker Creative, and I wanted to share a little bit today about audience segmentation. We hear from our customers and others all the time that, they tried Facebook advertising and didn't work. They didn't feel like they were getting the results that they wanted. And 9 times out of 10, when we start to dig into the analytics, it's because of segmentation. So we're here to offer some advice on how to set up your ads so that you see better results. The best way to do this is when you're running a campaign, whether it's evergreen or for a special promotion, you have 5 different segments that you are creating ad sets for all 5 and running the same promotion. And you might tweak the messaging per segment to kind of cater to that audience. But by running all 5 sets for each promotion, you are really broadening your reach and making sure that you're capturing people who've identified and qualified themselves as potential customers. So the 5 different segments that you'll want to set up for each ad set is, the first one is customers. And you might give like a special promotion to these folks in this segment, something a little bit different than the other ones you're running because they are current customers. And all you have to do to run that is export an Excel sheet of your email list and import it into a channel like Facebook, and it'll create an audience that you can, specifically target those people who have come from your database. The other segment that you'll want to consider is lookalike audiences, and you can set up that in a variety of different ways. One is to take that customer list that you just exported and create a lookalike audience from that. You can also create a lookalike audience from your Facebook page fans, or you can make a lookalike audience from an engagement such as the people who watched 25% of your video promotion. The third segment that you'll want to set up is retargeting. And you can either, if you are a service-based company and you don't have e-commerce, you can just set it up where you're retargeting either your whole website, or you can retarget specific pages. Like, let's say you have a contact us page and you could choose, by someone going to the contact us page, they're qualifying themselves as pretty interested in taking the next step with your company. And you could take all of that group of people who've gone to the contact us page and retarget them with some sort of special promotion, or just inviting them back to give you a chance to interact with them as a customer. You could also retarget as like an abandoned cart. So if someone's left their merchandise in your cart and you have e-commerce set up an ad where you're inviting them to come back and finish that transaction. The fourth segment is Affinity. And this is a great behavior-based approach where the different social media algorithms will follow people's behavior and track what pages they're liking, what content they're reading, what ads they're interacting with, and it'll qualify them as having certain interests based on those behaviors. And you can go into a platform like Facebook and choose people who are interested in fashion, or people who are interested in interior design or personal finance, and kind of get down to the nitty-gritty of making sure that you're choosing people who've already self-qualified as interested in those topics through their behavior on different social media platforms. And then the last bucket is demographic, which you'll want to use, audience personas that you've built out as a team, and you can match that demographic in a platform like Facebook and create ads that are sending to that demographic. These are likely to be slightly less qualified because you can't just assume that everyone in that demographic is going to be interested in your product or service, which is why we suggest to take some of these other behavior-based approaches layered on top of the demographics, so you're not relying on that alone to capture a new audience. So again, the 5 segments that you'll want to set up for every campaign that you run when you're doing advertising is your customer list, lookalikes, retargeting, affinity, and demographics. And if you do that, I guarantee you'll see much better results with your ads. If you have any further questions or want to talk more with our team on advertising, you can reach me at lara@bankercreative.com, and I would love to hear from you.